I'm doing from lesson 1D, the reviews, and this is solving multiplication with variables. Here's lesson 1, 2, 3. Number 1, heart x equals 1. I want to get the x alone, hearts attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. Remember, it doesn't matter what it is that's attached, you just want to move it and get your unknown alone. That's it. That's all. That's everything. Number 2, triangle x equals 5. I want to get the x alone. The triangle's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting x equals 5 over triangle. Or in other words, I have solved for x in terms of triangle. Number 3, qt equals 6. Oh, that's qx, sorry, equals 6. The q is attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm getting x equals 6 over q. I have solved for x in terms of q. Number 4, 1 equals pi x. Pi is attached to my x by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Pi does have a value, but in this case, we don't care. Our goal is to get x alone, and I've done that. Number 5, 9 equals star x. My goal is to get x alone. Star is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. X is alone. That means I've done it. I have solved for x in terms of star. Number 6, kx equals 1/3. Here's my unknown. I want to get it alone. K is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done, but I could clean this up and make it into a complex fraction. 1/3 over k. I could put that over 1. How do I handle this division? Flip the bottom over, put it at the top. Multiply tops. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times k is 3k. That's it cleaned up. Number 7, 4 equals rx. I'm solving for x. It's got an r attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I've solved for x. Number 8, nx equals x. My unknown shows up more than once. This is not the easiest, but we're going to divide by x because I don't know what else to do in this case. I have n equals 1. Now, usually, because the x over x is 1, when our unknown goes away, we have to either check if we have a true statement or we have a false statement. If we have a true statement, it's called all real solutions. Any number in the whole world can go in. If we have a false statement, it means there is no solution. I don't know what n is. All I could do in this case was solve for n, and I don't know about x. I don't know about x because it went away. Number 9. 0 equals kx. Now we're back to these. I want to get my x alone, but there's a k attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm getting 0 equals x. Number 10. px equals 7x. I'm going to divide by the 7 over here in an attempt to get the x alone, but there's an x here. So it's attached by multiplication here. I've got to move it by division. X over x is 1. I have p over 7 equals 1. My x went away. But since I still have a variable, I don't know what p is. Perhaps p is 7. I could say p is 7. And if it was, it would be true. If it's not 7, it's false. So I don't know. I do not know. Can't make a guess there. Okay. Review lesson number 2 for 1D. Number 1, $x equals 3. I want to get the x alone. This thing's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. Number 2. Hashtag x equals 7. I want to get the x alone. Hashtags attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Remember, solved means alone. Number 3. Ampersand x equals 5V. Looks like 5 volts. I want to get the x alone. The ampersand's attached by multiply. Move it by divide to the other side of the equal sign. X is alone. I'm done. Number 4. 14 equals kx. I want to get the x alone. K is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Number 5. 0.3 equals bx. I don't care what kind of ugliness I start having in this. All I do is keep my eye on the prize. I want to get the x alone. B is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And x is equal to 0.3 over b. Number 6. $x is equal to 1/2. Dollar sign's attached to my x by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. But I could clean up this complex fraction by flip the bottom over, put it at the top. After you've flipped it, you've gotten rid of the division. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times $sign is $2. I can do that. Number 7. 3px equals t. Here's my unknown. 3p is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I'm done. I have solved for x in terms of t and p. In terms of means what the letters that are in your answer. Okay, that's what in terms of means. Number 8. 2 equals ztx. I want to get the x alone. Notice that I cross my z so it looks different than a 2. Okay, you'll probably notice I also cross my zeros often so they don't look like an O. Anyway, back to the problem. Here's my unknown, it's x. Zt is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. My x is alone. I have solved for x in terms of z and t. Number 9. 0 equals mx. M is attached to my unknown by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. And I have x equals 0. Number 10. X equals 9x. I'm going to divide this x over to here. X over x is 1. I have 1 equals 9. No. X does not equal 9. So this is untrue. When x goes away and you have an untrue statement, it means no solution. When it goes away and it's an untrue statement, no solution. That's the end of review number 2. Review number 3 for 1D. Number 1, I guess that's a sun. Sun x equals 1. Get the x alone. Look like a fried egg. I want to get the x alone. This is attached by multiply. Move it by divide to the other side of the equal sign. That's better, isn't it? My x is alone. I'm done. I've solved for x in terms of sunshine. Number 2. Here we have sunshine again. Kind of hard to draw. Sunshine x equals 5. I want to get x alone. Sunshine's attached by multiply. Move it by divide to the other side of the equal sign. Then get rid of it. X equals 5 over sunshine. Number 3. Sad face x equals 6. I want to get x alone. Sad face is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Sometimes I'm going to have things attached to x and I can't even pronounce their name. It doesn't matter. You just solve to get the unknown alone. Number 4, snowflake equals pi x. I want to get x alone. Pi is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Number 5. I have 12 equals flag x. I want to get the x alone. The flag's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I have solved for x in terms of flag. Number 6. I have that snowflake again. Snowflake x equals 1/3. I want to get the x alone. Snowflake's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done, but now I can just reduce this complex fraction. Is snowflake over 1? When you have a complex fraction, flip the bottom over, put it at the top. That undoes the division. Now, to multiply fractions, you multiply the tops. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times snowflake is 3 snowflake. I have solved for x in terms of snowflake. Number 7, I have happy face equals gx. Here's my unknown. I want to get it alone. G's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Done. Number 8, a equals wx. Here's my unknown. W's attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I have solved for x in terms of a and w. Number 9, 0 equals 7x. Here's my unknown. It's got a 7 attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. 0 divided by 7 is 0. I have 0 equals x. Number 10, 9x equals 10x. I'm going to tell you already I'm suspicious. I mean, how can 9x's equal 10x's unless x is 0? But let's just try it out. I'm going to divide by x, and that gives me 1, and I'm getting 9 equals 10. No, that is untrue. And x went away. So it seems like there's no solution. Unless, of course, we had x equals 0. The weird thing about x is 0, though, then we'd have 0 equals 0, and you can have x as 0. We're going to go through this in the far future, but really, you're not allowed to divide by 0, so not so good. Kind of get that in your head. The unknown goes away, you're either going to have a true statement or untrue, and we're going to deal with that more later. Okay, review number 4 for lesson 1D. Number 1, happy face x equals 7. X is my unknown, I want to get it alone. Happy face is attached by multiply, move it by divide to the other side of the equal sign. X is alone, I am done. Do number 2. Hashtag x equals -8. I've got a negative here. It doesn't matter. Keep your eye on the prize. Just the x. I want to get it alone. Hashtags attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign, and it's done. Don't be distracted by negatives or anything else. Now I have -9x equals diamond. Here's my x. -9 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Number 4. 12 is equal to 7 diamond x. I want to get x alone. 7 diamond is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. Much better there. Cross it out before you forget what you just did. I have solved for x in terms of the diamond. And the numbers, we don't say in terms of numbers because we kind of expect that. I have 1.3 equals fx. Here's my unknown x. There's something attached. By multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I have solved for x in terms of f. Number 6, $x equals 1/2. I want to get the x alone, dollar signs attached by multiplication, move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. Remember, this is going to be like this. Flip it over. I'm getting 1/2 dollar sign. Number 7, negative 13x equals t. Get the x alone. Negative 13 is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I'm done. I've solved for x in terms of t. Number 8, 2 is equal to z box x. Here's my unknown. I want to get it alone. This stuff is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign. I have solved for x in terms of z and box. Number 9, 0 equals mx. I want to get x alone. M is attached by multiplication. Move it by division to the other side of the equal sign, and I'm getting 0 equals x. Finally, number 10. I have x equals diamond x. Divide by x, which is not normal in this case. We have 1 equals diamond. Even though my unknown went away, I cannot make a decision about x because I don't know what diamond is. So, big question mark. All done. Thank you for watching.